1990. Then sinundan siya ng isa, deputy niya, up to 1998. Then yung anak niya, sumunod 1998. Then, so there was a succession.
But it's still for the best of the country, because if not, you won't think like it's a dictatorship.
It was not, because I studied Singapore. I studied Singapore and how their system really worked, no? It was in 1959 when Lee Kuan Yew became the Prime Minister of Singapore. Lee Kuan Yew was very young. He was only 35 years old. And every 5 years, there was elections in Singapore. But Lee Kuan Yew was very good in convincing the people to vote for his party. He was very good. And so the people kept on voting for his party. And every 5 years, his party would win the majority of the seats of the parliament. And so naturally, Lee Kuan Yew was elected always Prime Minister. But every 5 years, there was election. If you ask me, there was no dictatorship. But Lee Kuan Yew was very strong in the implementation of the laws. He implemented the laws faithfully, squarely, and strictly without special favor to anyone. Pag may mali, talagang mali. And when the people saw that, they followed him. When he called for discipline among the people followed him because he was very good. And he was doing well for the country. He was really improving the lives of these people. And he showed to the people no stealing. And in fact, marami siyang pinakulong ng mga kasama niya, kaibigan niya, who were involved in graft and corruption sa government. So when the Singaporean people saw that, they saw in him a serious, a loving, and a caring leader. And they followed him. You know, if our teacher is good, we follow him. Right? And pag leader halimbawa sa schools, organization natin, good siya, we follow him. We listen to him. But when he's not, then we don't also listen to him. It's like that. Someday, if we find a leader who can truly show and not only by his words, but truly by his acts, that he loves this country and truly cares for the Filipino, and I think the Filipino people will follow him. And I think we are ready for that. We're just waiting for those leaders to emerge. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, because today the pattern would be that one corrupt politician would come, and then after
but our end, right? People just suddenly started to act on themselves, by themselves, and defeated two giants.
So there's still a lot of people.
There is so. What has been done in Pampanga to be done nationwide?
Firstly, why have you tagged Filipinos as God's chosen people? It seems to be that the reason does not come from a biblical perspective. This is Horace's question. So Horace, you'll have written it.
Actually, those are God's words kasi sa Bible. When He chose, sabi niya, yung Israel. But yun yung sinabi niya doon that from Israel, He will use Israel to bless other people. But if you look at it, actually, every people, every person on earth is God's chosen people. And He will bless you. So we are a chosen people. We are not the chosen people, but we are a chosen people for a certain task in this part of the world. And in fact, I ask you this question. Do you think there is accident? Do you believe in accidents?
It depends, like, see accident.
And so we, as Christians, we Filipinos, as a chosen people, and I really believe that we are, because we are, for more than 400 years, we were the only Christian people in this part of the world. Maybe not good Christians, but we were the first one to carry the name Christians. Maybe we are not faithful Christians, but we were the first one chosen. And from here, ang daming napadala sa China, ang daming napadala sa saan, maraming pumunta dito, and we're our so in the book of Ecclesiastes, God says that there's a time for everything. There's a time for sorrow, but there's also a time for joy. There's a time for tears, but there's also a time for happiness. There's a time for celebration. There's a time to shine under the sun. So I believe that the time of the Filipino will come, and it will be beautiful. It will be a celebration. There will be dancing, and our people will be prosperous and happy.
And you believe by for this time to come about, we have to make it come about. Nothing.
Yes, yes, yes. Because God can only, God actually wants us to do it. God wants us to become prosperous. He does not want us to suffer in poverty. He wants us to prosper. He wants us to be happy. He wants us to have all His blessings. But He wants us also to work for it. And He wants us to deserve all those blessings. So that's why He wants us really to, greed, the evil spirit. And in the Bible, Jesus Christ was tempted. He was tempted by Satan. Gutom na siya, sabi ng Satan, they want me to turn this stone into bread. And Jesus Christ refused. Turn away from it. And the Satan again tempted him. They want all the power of the world and show the city. And Jesus Christ refused. And why don't you prove to me that you are truly the Son of God? Jump from here and there. And he refused. And the evil spirit, greed, the evil spirit, Satan could come in the form of vanity. You feel good about yourself. Actually, it's an evil spirit. You feel proud, your pride, it's an evil spirit. Yung anger is an evil spirit. Greed is an evil spirit. So, greed kasi leads to stealing, leads to graft and corruption. So when our leaders are greedy and corrupt, and therefore greed and the family, when our leaders are greedy and corrupt, you know what it means? Our people are under the spell of the evil spirit. Our people is ruled by the evil spirit. When our leaders are greedy and corrupt. And God tells us in the Bible that we must fight the devil every moment. Fight back. We must fight the devil. Fight the greedy. And fight the corrupt. So that we can restore our family and prevent the destruction of our families.
So in essence, is not who we are.
A citizen is the one who is actually a person in a country. But he is a citizen by his relationship with his fellow men in that society and the government of that society. So he is a citizen